Wow. So, this is the new camera, and just from looking at the viewfinder, huge difference. New vlog, by the way, I should probably start. Today is November 3rd. It's the same day that the last vlog ended on. It's kind of weird that I have two vlogs, one ending and one starting on the exact same day, but I really had to start using this, and holy crap, just looking at the image quality in the viewfinder is insane. Oh my gosh. I really haven't adjusted any settings yet. This is the settings right out of the thing. Man, having this side thing where I can actually see myself as I'm recording is just amazing. Like, I know in my old vlogs I had a problem with like my chin being like this, and I'd be like, hey guys, what's up? But now I can just kind of do that. This is even without the wide angle lens. I haven't even popped that on yet, but I also don't have stabilization on either, but I'm not exactly walking, so it's even showing like audio. Oh my gosh, this thing is insane. I gotta play with the settings, but yeah, this is gonna be a huge difference in quality already. And the little side thing rotates, and I've already kind of like, I haven't like screwed it into my little overhead filming setup yet, but I am going to be starting my Dungeons and Dragons bullet journal in a little bit. I'm going to pencil out where I want things, and then I'll record when I'm actually doing the final work for it. But this thing swivels, so I'll be able to see like what the view looks like even when my camera's set up. This is going to make such a big difference. Oh my goodness. And it shows me how much time I have left on my SD card. It says only a 64 gig. It's all I had lying around. I need to buy a new one. I had a 128 gig that I bought for my Switch to, it was a micro SD card, and I can't find it. I know it's in here somewhere, but I think I'm just going to get like, there's probably going to be one or two more accessories I need to get for this, like a new battery, so I have two, and then like some sort of external charging setup, because this thing charges with a cord plugged directly into the camera, and then it's plugged into like another source, so I'll probably get some sort of like outer charging thing so I can charge another battery on the go. And but I'm gonna wait a little bit before I get more accessories for this and just try to like use it and see what kind of things I would need. Apparently you can use this as a webcam too, according to what I've seen on the internet, so I'm gonna have so much fun with this thing. It's also a lot heavier than my other camera. My hand's already starting to hurt, so. But yeah, this is already a lot of fun. So I'm gonna have to play with this and figure out what sort of settings I need. But I can already tell, big difference. Very happy. So I sorry, this is heavy. Installed the wide-angle lens. So I'm holding this with my elbow kind of tucked against my side, just for reference. And it's got the wide-angle lens in there, and I think it looks alright, so now I'm going to take it off and try not to leave the macro lens, because I just did that earlier and I was like, why won't it focus on things far away? Because I left the macro lens on there. So let's see how different that looks. With the wide angle lens, without. Yeah, it's a pretty good difference. So, I mean, I'm not like mad about this particular, distance, but like if I don't want to have to move it so far, that's a lot better. I'm not going to do this for art videos though, but this will work. Let's see if I can get an art video setup going. I've been playing with the settings. There's a lot of settings in this thing, and it has way more options than my old one did, but still pretty pleased with the results so far. Obligatory candy footage with the new camera. Hello, Dharma. Oh my god, the way this thing like focuses the front and like blurs it in the back. Oh, this is so cool. I love this camera. Hey, Dharma. He's like, what? Oh, kitty nose! Kitty nose in the lens. Oh, it's so cute. It's weird, right? Which I'm going to zoom in. He just walked away. Dharma! I'm doing a thing. Come here. He's like, what are you doing? Look, ready? Ready? I'm going to zoom in. Oh. No reaction? The audio on this camera is a lot better too, so I'll find out when I edit how much of the purring it picked up. Because in the last vlog with the old camera, I didn't really hear a lot of purring when I was editing, even though he was really purring at the time. But this audio is better, so. Hey. So it's Friday. It's a little after 10 in the morning. I kind of just woke up, sort of. I've been awake since 9, but I've been in bed on my phone looking at the election results, which is kind of what I've been doing for the past several days. Yeah, woke up to some good news. And I had something ready to go on my phone to play if my brother was awake in the living room, because I thought it was funny and nobody's awake, so I'm gonna vlog it instead. I'm gonna stop the song before I get a copyright claim. Yeah, so both Georgia and Pennsylvania went blue last night and this morning. It's a very small margin. They still have a lot more to count, but they're both in very Democratic-friendly counties in the areas they're still counting. So only 2 states have a red majority now, and that's Alaska and North Carolina. If Trump loses Pennsylvania, he has no chance to win the election. I am so... just excuse the language, I'm so fucking relieved. Like, you have no idea how concerned I was. I mean, like, I have a vlog from 4 years ago when Trump won where I was like actively crying, and I had no way to know how bad it was going to go the past 4 years, but like, I am so genuinely relieved. I don't expect the changeover to be smooth. Trump is already throwing a big hissy fit and claiming fraud and this and that, and it's gonna be ugly no matter what. But just I was literally like waiting to do damage control for the longest time. I called my grandmother on Tuesday. We've been calling her every Tuesday during the pandemic. She lives in Indiana, and we check in, see how she's doing, make sure she's being safe and everything. And we were talking this week, and she was asking me, she was like, if Trump wins the election, what are you and Alicia gonna do? For those of you who may not know, Alicia is my fiance, and we had to delay like getting married because of the pandemic, and we're trying to save up for an apartment, which also got delayed because of pandemic stuff and this whole thing. And I was seriously considering, like, if Trump won, to message her and be like, hey, we should go to a courthouse as soon as possible and sign some papers, because Trump's administration and the Supreme Court were making it very clear they were going to come after gay marriage if they got a second term. And I was like, we should probably sign papers while we still can. And I was waiting to see how the election played out before proposing this idea. But it seems like we may not have to be so concerned, which is good. So for those of you watching who maybe still not quite understood why so many groups of people are so scared of a Trump administration, this is why. There are large groups of people who have a lot to lose with a Trump administration, including me and people like me, and then people of color and transgender people, and, you know, a lot of minority groups have a lot to lose with another Trump administration. This is why we're so relieved about how things are going right now. So, if you don't understand the relief and you thought Trump would have been better for your own reasons, take a step back and check your privilege, because a lot of people have a lot to lose. And if you can't wrap your head around that, you need to do some serious soul searching, because there are a lot of vulnerable people out there who need Trump to go for their own safety. So think about that. Anyway, didn't mean to get so serious for a second there, but I'm relieved. And yeah, now that I've had that little moment, I need to get dressed and get ready for work. I have work tonight, so it is Saturday morning. It's about 1. I've been awake for several hours, and I would have vlogged sooner, but I got lost watching things. They called the election, Biden won. They called Pennsylvania, and then about half an hour ago or so they called Nevada. So Nevada finally finished and counted it. I was cracking jokes with my brother about, you know, maybe Nevada meant to announce it sooner this morning, but daylight savings confused them or something. I don't know. They took their time, but yeah, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And the memes, I have been literally like, the opposite of doom scrolling, like when you're looking at bad news on the internet, is joy scrolling apparently, which I love, and that's basically what I've been doing all morning into the afternoon. Like, I'm supposed to be being productive right now on my day off, and instead I'm watching CNN and scrolling through Twitter and looking at memes about the election and everything. So that's my day so far. But huge sigh of relief. And just in case anybody watching my vlogs, you know, has things to say about the results of the election, I will point out a big thing. Biden was not my first choice for the Democratic nominee. I originally wanted Elizabeth Warren. I also liked Bernie Sanders. Sanders was who I wanted back in 2016, but he didn't win the nomination. And when it came down to it, after the nominations happened, it came down to a choice between Biden and Trump. And when it came down to it, it was ultimately a choice between democracy and fascism. And America came out in droves and pulled us from the brink of fascism. Do I expect Biden to fix everything? No. Do I, you know, he's made a lot of promises, and we have to hold him to that. I don't expect everything to magically get fixed. There's a lot of things that need to be worked on, but at least with Biden, I know it can't get worse. Biden will listen to Fauci, and he'll listen to science and take the advice of the experts, which Trump did not do. So we might actually be able to deal with the coronavirus in a productive, safe way. Biden's not going to be attacking minorities. Biden has said he is going to address the ICE lockdowns and the children in cages, and he'll release them and deal with stuff in that regard, which desperately needs to be done. So that's a good thing. He's not, at least not making promises like Trump did to make things worse, which ultimately is why I voted for him, because I thought I didn't think our country could survive another 4 years of Trump. So there's a lot of hard work ahead, and we're gonna, you know, as voters, we're gonna have to hold our, you know, representatives liable, and we're gonna have to get on their case and be like, hey, you made these promises, keep them. And hopefully, you know, things will get better. At least it's a step in the right direction. It's gonna take a long time for us to get to where we need to be, but it's a step in the right direction, and that is why people are in the streets celebrating today. Because again, we pulled our country from the brink of fascism. So, celebration! So my family is celebrating in classic Keeney fashion. We're getting food today. We're gonna get takeout, a Southeast Asian food place opened up in town. They have Chinese food, like traditional, like, well, not traditional, but like classic American Chinese food fare, you know. And then they have some Japanese food and other stuff, and they have really, really good pad thai, which is like my favorite thing. So we're getting that, and then we're gonna get like brownies and stuff, and just eat a lot of junk food, because that's how we celebrate things, is by eating food, clearly. That's basically today's plan. I have chores that I need to do today, and I wanted to paint too. Something tells me the painting's not going to happen, because it's already after 1 and I still have a lot of stuff to do. So, but I had to give the good news. Huge sigh of relief. Side note, work is going to be really fun tomorrow. There's a lot of Trump supporters in town. I'm not really looking forward to those interactions, but it is what it is. Someone was feeling curious. Hello. Hello. So I opened the cage up and I was just like, what's this? You haven't sniffed the new camera yet. Or have you? I can't remember if I did the footage of that. Hello, sir. What are you doing? What are you doing? Diamond. What are you doing? Excuse me. Hi. What are you doing? What are you sniffing? That's my hair product in that basket right there. He's like, what is that? It's Garnier Fructis. Is that what you're smelling? You're like, what is that? Hey. Boop. Got your nose. You were really ignoring this camera, and it's kind of hilarious that you're just like, I'm just gonna sniff this wall right here and pretend this isn't happening. What are you doing? Excuse me. Hi. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, he didn't like that. Oh, there he goes. Oh my goodness. The wide angle lens in your snoot is just like, oh, there he goes. You're gonna sniff the new lens. Thanks, bud. The wide angle lens makes this look pretty cool, actually. It's the new camera. I can get your snoot in high def. Oh, look at the face. Yeah, this wide angle lens is making your face look kind of funky, but it's kind of funny. He doesn't know what to do. He's just like, no, I'm just gonna do this. This camera does not know how to focus on your face. This is a vlogging camera. You do not have, you know, a typical vlogging face. Okay, so it's Tuesday. It's November 10th, I believe. And this is my closing clip, basically. I didn't record yesterday. I woke up yesterday morning with a sore throat and I had to call out of work. We have a thing in place now where if you have, it's like a store policy, if you have any certain symptoms, you can't be at work. So I did have a sore throat yesterday. It's mostly gone now. It doesn't feel swollen anymore. It's a little dry and scratchy. But it's already way better than it was yesterday. So if it stays like how it's been doing, I should be able to go back to work tomorrow. But yeah, I didn't really do much yesterday. I drank a lot of water, took meds, played some Last Guardian, and probably going to do a bit more of the same today. I do have to edit this vlog and prep for work, basically. But yeah, so not a lot of art in this vlog again, unfortunately, except for some of the bullet journal stuff. But you know, real life events got a bit intense again, which seems to be the theme this year. So, but yeah, that does it for this week's vlog. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.